Hello everyone and welcome back. I know like on my videos at on the link is something about purchasing material to go with the talk. So here's what I can do, because I know like a lot of us are on like disability and money is funny. So I can make it where there's a PDF portion of it and you can print it out yourself or look at it on your phone, like print it out if you want to write on it or put it on your phone. Put it to look at it or print it out yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. So if that's what you want to do, comment below and I can start attaching like a PDF file of whatever the attachment is. And so if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it, or if you want to have it on your device or whatever to look at it that way, you can do it that way, or you can print it out yourself. So there'd be like more options. So, and I decided to come outside today, which was a whole production, but we'll talk about that another time. So today I want to talk about something that can truly change your MS journey: becoming your own advocate. Not gonna lie, this is a rough one, because speaking up for yourself sometimes can be hard, especially, and a little intimidating, especially when you're talking to the doctor. But I'm not gonna lie, I fired plenty of neurologists because I felt like I wasn't getting the care that I needed. So when you're living with multiple sclerosis, no one knows your body better than you do, and this is so true. Doctors have knowledge, family and friends have good intentions, but you are the only one living in your body every single day. That means your voice matters. For a long time, I questioned myself. If my symptoms didn't seem important, I'd ignored it. And I'm not gonna lie, there's been plenty of times that I should have went to the hospital or should have called the doctor, but I ignored it. Yes. If someone told me you probably are, you're just tired, I started believing them instead of believing what I knew I was feeling. But over time, I realized something. No one else experiences my symptoms the way I do. If something doesn't feel right, it's okay to speak up. Advocating for yourself doesn't mean being difficult. And to truth be told, advocating for myself looked like this. For the yearly MRI, my body started saying no to the contrast. So I said no to the contrast. I said, sorry, no contrast during the MRI, because every time I took it, I felt nauseous. And it was going to be a matter of time before I started throwing up from the dye. So my body said no. The only time I really do the contrast is like if I have to go to the hospital and they have to check and see if I have any active lesions. But then I have to take anti-nausea medicine and some other stuff. But if my body say no, I'm going to say no. It doesn't mean arguing with your healthcare team. No, it doesn't mean becoming an active. It does mean becoming an active partner in your own care. It means asking questions when you don't understand something. It means saying, can you explain that a little differently? Because a lot of times they use like the medical jargon. And you're like, wait, what? It means telling your doctor when a medication isn't working or when you're experiencing side effects. I am by far the side effect queen. Every drug that I use causes side effects, so I opted out of medication because the quality of my life was way worse on the medication than it was off the medication. And just a quick story, one of the neurologists kept pushing for me to be on meds, kept pushing. And I was like, I'm telling her, I know my body. I understand that you feel like my disease is progressing or is very active, but the quality of my life is way worse being on the medication than being off the medication. So no, thank you, ma'am. So I had to end up going to a different neurologist because she just was not hearing what I was saying. It means keeping track of your symptoms so you can clearly explain what's happening. It also means trusting yourself. If you feel something has changed, don't ignore it because someone else doesn't see it. MS is often called an invisible illness because many symptoms can't be seen from the outside. Just because someone can't see your fatigue, your pain, or your brain fog doesn't mean it isn't real. Your experience is valid. Being your own advocate also extends beyond doctor's appointments. It means setting healthy boundaries. It means telling people when you need to rest. It means saying no without feeling guilty. And I've said this a lot. Saying no without feeling guilty, setting clear boundaries. It's okay. It means asking for accommodations at work or school if they will help you succeed. Those requests are not signs of weakness. They are signs of wisdom. One thing I've learned is that advocating for yourself is an act of self-respect. When you speak up for your needs, you're saying, my health matters, my well-being matters, I matter. And that's something every person deserves to believe. So I also encourage you to educate yourself. Learn about your condition from reliable sources. Write down your questions before appointments. Keep a notebook or a journal for your symptoms. The more information you are, the more informed you are, the more confident you'll feel when making decisions about your care. Remember, you don't have to know everything. You just have to be willing to ask questions and stay involved in your journey. So before we finish today, I want to leave you with one thought. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Your concerns are important. Your questions are important. Your health is important. You deserve to be heard, respected, and included in every decision about your care. So thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. And if this message encouraged you, I love to hear from you in the comments. What's one way you've learned to advocate for yourself while living with MS? Your experience may encourage someone else who is just beginning their journey. So until next time, remember this: trust yourself, speak up for yourself, care for yourself, because no one can tell your story better than you can. Take care of yourself. Keep believing in your strength, and always remember, we are stronger together. And as usual, I do have a little something. So becoming your own best advocate, and I have different covers for this same book. So this is just two of the covers. So I try to cover every demographic. So inside of this book is something that you can, take with your doctors, or, tear out a page as you need it. This bee is just trying to get me. So this has like your MS information, your name, your date of birth, your emergency contact, your neurologist, your phone number, primary care, and the phone number. And then your story. When did your symptoms begin, and what were your first symptoms? So, and then before your appointment, this says before your appointment date, the doctor, and the reason for your visit, and then your top 3 concerns. And I got several pages of that one. And then this one was questions I want to ask. So these are the questions that you want to ask to your doctor. So this is stuff that you can write down so that you won't forget. And then this is like a symptom tracker. It says what symptoms have changed, when did they begin. So this is like something that you can just keep track of things. Questions about your treatment. Should anything be changed? So this book kind of goes over a lot of stuff. And then like your action plan, things to do before your next appointment, like, fill your prescription, schedule your MRI, begin therapy. So this is just a little booklet that you can, take with you to the doctor, so that way you won't forget anything that you need to ask the doctor. And it's just like I said, with these, I will make it a PDF file. So if you want to print this out yourself, you can print this out yourself. Or if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it as well. So just, give me your feedback in the comments. I am listening. And thank you for being here. And remember, we are stronger together. Goodbye, guys.